Seattle Refined take the lead.
Now stand tall, heads tall, yeah. Oh, that looks beautiful.
The sweet story behind this couple captured on camera practicing a very special dance. Then
we have such great access to fatty, wonderful king salmon in the summertime.
Refined gets serious about salmon at a downtown hotspot with a long Seattle history. Plus, bottoms up.
Let me get this straight. This is a $1,000 shot right here.
I downed one of the priciest shots of whiskey in the city. Seattle Refined starts now.
Hi everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. Today we are up on Queen Anne. You know, it's not nice to stare, but sometimes there are moments that you can't turn away from. Case in point, one of our cameras captured a young couple learning how to dance in Seattle. We knew there was a lot more to this story, and it turns out there was. Here's Refined's Malia Karlinski.
It's a busy, bustling morning in Seattle's Lower Queen Anne neighborhood. But somewhere in the midst of the cars and cyclists, walkers, texters, and talkers, there's a completely unexpected sight. A couple with eyes only for each other are learning a special swing dance, surrounded by strangers. Candace and Raymond kick and smile. They spin and dip.
Stop. Try to make sure that there are some pauses.
As their instructor gently corrects them and encourages them.
Now stand tall, heads tall, yeah. Oh, that looks beautiful.
These dancers aren't just practicing some moves, they're practicing to be partners for life. Both nurses they met at work.
I was doing really bad on 18 gauges, which is a really big needle, and I asked him one day if I could put an IV in him, and he let me. I was really attracted to his veins, which is really bad, but I mean, it goes with my profession, I guess.
Soon they were dating, and then they fell in love.
I am a big avid hiker, so I was listening to this one song, and I just really loved the song. We kind of were talking about getting married, and then, you know, he ended up proposing on a hike.
I want to ask your hand in marriage. Will you marry me?
Yes. Yeah. You're crazy. I had already thought in my head that I really wanted to learn a dance, and swing would go with this music.
Candace had the idea to surprise their wedding guests with a dance.
So I'm a shy person, but I was like, well, if you want to do it, let's do it. So it'll be good for the wedding.
They found the perfect teacher in Kevin Buster.
I think that there's a couple things that are going to happen in the dance that's just going to get everybody to go, yeah!
At first, they couldn't find a place with enough room to practice, which led them here, to Counterbalance Park, an urban oasis. There was plenty of space and plenty of action around them, too.
Go for it!
I was kind of nervous being in front of everyone, but I think once the music started rolling, I just focus on her. I just forget about everyone.
Then the big day arrived. They said their vows, and it was time for that first dance. They started off slow. Their guests had no idea what was about to happen. Suddenly, a tempo change, and a totally different dance. The one that they had spent months prepping for. As they twirled, jumped, and joyfully danced their way across the floor, it was clear that Candace and Ray, now husband and wife, were in perfect step. And if they could learn swing dancing together in 6 months, they were ready for the dance of marriage, too.
Well, it's been fun. I've never thought I would learn swing dancing. I'm glad she pushed me to do it.
Malia Karlinski, Seattle Refined.
Thanks to our good friend Como photographer Doug Pigsley for originally capturing that couple dancing. To watch that story again, head to our website.
Well, if you're looking to brush up on your dance moves, you can always head to Century Ballroom on Capitol Hill.
Refined has done a number of stories at Century Ballroom. That includes when 2 of our team members took salsa lessons. Dancing aside, it's just a really cool venue with a lot of history. If you've never been there before, you should check it out.
2 weeks and counting. That's how much time is left until one of the biggest and tasty events of the summer. Our sponsor, Woodland Park Zoo, is launching their first ever Wildbites, where you can mingle with animals and top chefs, including one man who knows the secret to salmon.
It sits right in the center of the action. just a stone's throw from Pike Place Market. Ben Paris in the State Hotel is one of Seattle's hippest, hottest restaurants.
Here at Ben Paris, we've created a casual environment with sort of a refined edge to it. We're here to serve our hotel guests, but definitely the Pike Place Market and our friends and neighbors here in downtown Seattle.
The food, like the atmosphere at Ben Paris, is lively and vibrant. That's thanks to executive chef Quentin Stewart, a 15-year veteran of the restaurant industry.
Our menu is full of classic American food, nostalgic, sort of throwback to a bygone era, so to speak. Fried chicken with collard greens and mac and cheese. We have a really great burger on the menu and lots of pastas and fresh seafood from Pike Place Market.
Quentin has worked in top kitchens from coast to coast, but on September 6th, the Seattle native is doing something truly unique. He's bringing the Ben Paris kitchen to Woodland Park Zoo.
Very excited to be cooking at the zoo, which is a place that I love, that growing up in Seattle, I've been visiting for my entire life.
Quentin is cooking alongside other star chefs from around the city at Wildbites. It's a chance to sip and savor while supporting an extremely important cause. Each ticket sold raises money to help save wildlife in the Pacific Northwest and around the world.
During Wildbites, we'll be cooking in the Northwest Trail. So our dish that we're going to be doing is going to reflect that local produce. We're going to modify a really popular salmon dish on our menu that has fresh corn and morel mushrooms.
Of course, that delicious salmon is best enjoyed with a perfectly paired cocktail. That's where bar manager Abigail Gallo comes in.
Well, I think the kind of cocktails I'm kind of known for are the kind of cocktails that are timeless and yet feel very fresh and new. A lot of them are based on classics, but here I really wanted it to have a local twist. So a lot of the cocktails kind of contain little bits and pieces of the history of Seattle.
Abigail came to Seattle by way of New York and New Orleans, where she earned numerous awards for her work behind the bar. For Wildbites, she's pulling out all the stops, preparing a drink that's as beautiful as it is delicious.
This is the Queen Bee cocktail, a variation of a classic cocktail by Charles H. Baker. So we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. We're going to do 1/2 ounce of honey syrup. And then we have this local sidetrack lemon verbena. And we're going to use some unaged apple brandy. So we're going to do a nice hefty 2 ounces of that. Fresh honeysuckle to put on top to attract all the queen bees. The Queen Bee cocktail.
The perfect drink to sip while exploring one of the truly special places in Seattle, Woodland Park Zoo.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love the zoo. It's that place in the community where people can come together. People of all different backgrounds, people of all different ages can come and really appreciate that everything the city has to offer at the zoo.
Wildbites is September 6th. You can grab tickets right now. For more information, head to SeattleRefined.com. Seattle Refined is just getting started. Coming up, it's been named one of the best bars in the world.
We have a collection, because we've been collecting for years now, of whiskeys that just aren't available anymore.
Refined gets the VIP treatment and pounds the most expensive shot I've ever seen. Plus, it's time to hit the catwalk. Refined has your sneak peek into the hottest fashion event of the season. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. We will take any reason to celebrate on the show. So when we found out it's National Whiskey Sour Day on Sunday, I thought it was the perfect excuse to go into our vault and show you one of my favorite refined rewinds. Here's a look at Canon whiskey.
Arguably the largest collection in the world. We're approaching 4,000 labels.
Taking a step into Canon Whiskey Bar on Capitol Hill is like taking a step back in time.
We have, newspapers, original newspapers celebrating the repeal of Prohibition, which, if that didn't happen, we wouldn't be here talking about this right now. This bar is not replicable. It just simply isn't. It's 22 seats in the restaurant part and 13 at the bar, and we have well over $1 million in inventory.
Jamie Boudreau co-owns Canon. and he knows his cocktails.
What makes a good whiskey drinker? One with deep pockets and an endless stomach. The range of our prices is as low as $6 a shot, and we have whiskeys up to $1,500 a shot. The highest tab that we've had from one person or a couple was close to $7,000.
Just looking around, I was in awe. Canon's whiskey collection is something I've never seen before.
We have a collection, because we've been collecting for years now, of whiskeys that just aren't available anymore. You're not going to find them anywhere else in the world. I can guarantee you that. We have booze literally hidden everywhere, in armoires, you know, in the hallway, in bathrooms. Just, there's booze everywhere in this building.
Jamie even allowed us to film in a spot never seen by the public.
We have a cellar off-site that houses our most rare and interesting and impossible to get whiskeys.
And it's not just bragging rights at Canon. They have the accolades to prove it.
We've been very fortunate to have a couple of really prestigious awards come our way. We've been very fortunate to be nominated for James Beard Award every single year we've been open. We recently, in the last couple of years, were voted 6th best bar in the world, which is kind of shocking and amazing, especially given the fact that the majority of the judges are actually European, and you have to visit the bar in the last year in order to vote.
Jamie is also sharing his secrets in a brand new book.
The very first third of this book is talking about what we had to do to make this place happen. And then we get into the fun stuff, which is, you know, how we do our cocktails here.
Of course, I really wanted to try the good stuff.
Jamie, you got some expensive soldiers right here. Tell me about them.
Yeah, indeed. You know, this is just a very small sample of some of our more expensive and rare whiskeys.
Can I try that one?
Absolutely, yeah, let's do that.
Pour one up.
Do one of those.
All right, Jamie, so let me get this straight. This is a $1,000 shot right here.
Yeah.
I would really like to say I know the difference between $1,000 and a $6 shot, but
you just got to drink more of the $1,000 shots.
Yeah. And this one right here, I don't even like picking it up because that bottle is worth some dough right there.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Let's finish this up.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Coming up on Refined, this is not your grandma's hot tub. We tour some decked out tubs, plus your chance to win the hot tub of your dreams. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Refined. The countdown is on to one of the biggest fashion events of the year. Our sponsor, Fashion Week at the Bellevue Collection, is 1 month away, but the time to get your tickets is right now.
It's the ultimate fashion experience. Fashion Week at the Bellevue Collection is unlike anything you've seen in the Northwest. It's your chance to get a sneak peek at the latest fall trends, attend exclusive parties, and have access to incredible shopping. So here's the Fashion 411 in case you don't know. Fashion Week kicks off with the Posh Party Trend Show on Friday, September 27th at the Hyatt Regency Bellevue. It's the perfect girls' night out, celebrating fall fashion and beauty trends of 2019. The best part? Everything you see on the runway, you can find in stores. Then a refined personal favorite gets underway on Saturday, September the 28th. We're talking about the Collective Runway Show at the Hyatt Regency Bellevue. Refined has partnered up for this stylish runway show where you can see premier brands on the catwalk, plus get awesome swag bags. But this event also mixes fashion with fundraising. 100% of ticket sales benefits local nonprofit Ben's Fund, which helps support children and young adults with autism through financial assistance and guidance. It's something very personal to Seahawks GM John Schneider and his wife Tracy.
So Ben's Fund is a grant that John and I started 8 years ago, and we started this because our son was diagnosed with autism at the age of 3. He's now 17. So we've been on this journey for quite some time, and we know what it's like to be a parent of a child with autism. And we know the struggles, and we know what you have to overcome, and the journey, and what that looks like, and how hard it is. So we wanted to create something where we could support families immediately, and we could give them the help that they needed, because every kiddo is different that has autism, and young adult is different, their needs are different, and they change as they grow up. So we really focused on supporting the families, the kids, the young adults, exactly when they needed it, how they needed it, and it's been a blessing. So we give grants to kids and last year young adults with autism in the state of Washington, and we've given over 1,800 grants. We're almost to 2,000, so it's been amazing.
Talk about an important cause, and it's always in style to give back. That's why Fashion Week at the Bellevue Collection is clearly an event you do not want to miss. Fashion Week at the Bellevue Collection is September 25th through the 29th. There's also complimentary beauty, fashion, and fitness events at Bellevue Square. For more info, plus how to get tickets, head to SeattleRefined.com. We'll be right back. Here at Seattle Refined, we never get tired of hearing from you. Like us on Facebook, tweet us your story ideas, or shoot us an email telling us what you want to see on the show. You can find our inbox at hello@SeattleRefined.com. Seattle Refined will be right back.
Welcome back to the show. Now, in case you haven't heard yet, we are giving away one of the biggest prizes, and we mean one of the biggest prizes of all time in a special Refined contest. We want to hook someone up with a decked-out hot tub thanks to our sponsor, Olympic Hot Tub. And believe me, these aren't your grandma's hot tubs. Stepping into Olympic Hot Tub is like stepping into a new water wonderland. They are pros when it comes to your health, entertainment, and reconnecting with life.
Hot tubs do so much for your health and well-being, and they're fun. You know, there's a very fun aspect to this. It's very social. It's a great place to get together with friends, with your family members. It's a great place if you have kids to get them in an isolated place without any gadgets and have a discussion with them.
Oh, look at this.
And that's just the start. There are so many brand new innovations, it takes a while to soak in, starting with the Hot Spring brand.
I have never seen like this high-tech stuff here before. Yeah. It's really sweet.
They have a great Bluetooth music system with the pop-up speakers in the tub, and you can use that and sync up your favorite music from your iPad, your smartphone, whatever you want. They also have a wireless TV option where now you can stream the Super Bowl in your hot tub if you'd like. Some of them have wireless remotes, so you don't have to worry about, you can bring the remote with you anywhere you are in the tub.
Olympic Hot Tub is the leader in the industry. Nothing is watered down here. They literally have you covered.
What do we have here? This is really cool.
This is one of the coolest things that we've carried in a long time, and it does a lot of different things for you. It's an automated gazebo called a Covana, and these are actually made in Canada and Montreal. They will hold up to 300 pounds of snow. They have these terrific lights in the dome, so you've got a little bit of a light show when you're soaking in the tub. And it also becomes the cover for the hot tub when it's down.
And when it comes to the water you're relaxing in?
Number one thing that a lot of people get concerned about when they buy a hot tub is the maintenance. And with this salt system, you only put in the salt at the beginning. The cartridges that are part of this system get replaced every 4 months. There's just one cartridge, which is recyclable, so it's a green thing. And you just toss it, you put it back in, there's no cleaning it, there's no maintaining it. Once a month you put a little bit of chlorine in the tub. The rest of the time you're sitting in water that is just basically filled with salt. It's much better for your skin, which is your biggest organ on your body, and it's the thing that we worry most about exposing to chemicals. Saltwater soaking is so much better for you.
All right, I think I found my hot tub.
This is it?
I love this one.
It's pretty awesome, and it's great in this space because you can see the fantastic lighting, the water feature running. All you need is the jets.
Oh, man. Okay, I gotta try this.
You want to try it?
Can I?
Of course. We've got all these tubs full of water for a reason, and we've got suits in the changing room. You can try this right now. Guard. I know this has been a good time for you, but we're closing.
Hey, 2 more minutes, all right?
Oh, my. All right. All right.
I could have soaked in that water for hours, and with so many new, easy-to-use innovations, Olympic Hot Tub is sure to have the perfect hot tub to fit your lifestyle. Refined wants to hook you up with the hot tub of your dreams thanks to our sponsor, Olympic Hot Tub. We are giving away a decked-out Hot Spring Prodigy hot tub that includes a freshwater salt system, a smart top cover from Leisure Concepts, and a dedicated wiring system from Illuminate Contracting. It's a total prize package worth $15,000. To enter for a chance to win, head to SeattleRefined.com/contest.
All right, that's going to do it for today's show. I'm Gart Swanson. What a day we had. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time, right back here on Seattle Refined.